Hello and welcome to this featured match in Dominion League Season 67. It's Division D4, and the participants are, as you can see, TeamOkay and RJL. Naysal has kindly gathered some info. TeamOkay is at McGill University in Montreal. It's played for over 10 years. Found the online client in the pandemic, so it's been playing fully since then, and likes things such as parkour, budget travel, and transit-based games. RJL, also North American, an all North American battle, but it's US versus Canada. So RJL's from Minnesota and enjoys snowboarding. Recently graduated college. Works as an aerospace engineer. Has played with CZ and Prosperity a lot, but after graduating found the online client and also followed the path here to the league. Perhaps I should try and find the standings. It's always good. Here they are. Both players played one match, but RJL got an extra draw, 0.5 ahead. Jeb in their division already finished, remarkably. We are not very far through the season, but yeah, they're already done. 16.5 is the number to beat. I will confirm I am ready. Maybe I can try and look at some player charts as well to see where they've been. RJL played for 7 seasons. This is their first season in D, sorry. They played. Took them 2 to get out of E. It's pretty quick. TeamOkay has played for slightly longer, for 12. Oh, actually played for much longer, but taken several breaks. Last season came back into D and then stuck it out, so they're looking to go up to C for the second time. They're both he. I should remember that. That's useful information. Here we are, game number 1. We are off. And should probably point the camera more up. That's better. What do we have? We have some things. We have a village, we have draw. We have more draw in village. We have lots of draw in village, and we have infirmary for trashing and hermit for trashing. And, more drawn village from Hermit and Madman. Good harvest. Probably makes buried treasure even better. You play your first each differently named treasure each turn. So yeah, it doesn't matter that buried treasure stays in play, which is nice. So it even gives you a buy on gain. That's actually, I would guess, quite big. TeamOkay goes Poet Silver. Usually reasonable. I would have thought you want the Hermit though. Lost City Faithful Hound makes probably a lot of sense on the 5-2, although probably I would have gone Buried Treasure, but it's like you don't. Well, I guess you have the Faithful Hound is the idea. Things are already happening. I overpay for Infirmary. They're moving quick here. They're moving quick. I'm struggling. TeamOkay did get the Buried Treasure in their first 5, and now yeah, that's the other thing about Buried Treasure. It lets you get the big Infirmary. Accidentally trashes the silver. Yeah, that actually seems quite a lot better than Lost City, because look how clean TeamOkay is now. So yeah, that's probably the idea of going Poet Silver instead of Hermit. That it makes sense. They're seeing things quicker than I am, and I don't even have to play. Now a Hermit. Now a Hermit. What are you doing now with the Hermit? You want 3s? I guess you can get lots of monkeys. It just seems slightly weird to trash out all your estates and then take Hermit. Well, okay, yeah, there's village and monkeys, so yeah, it is actually a perfectly fine workshop here. I'm intrigued to see how fast these buried treasures go once a good harvest disappears. Well, we only have 3 anyway. Still remains a good card. I mean, I guess that the other thing about Lost City being worse in the opening is that there is such easy access to village with, being able to buy it, having extra buys from buried treasure, and Hermit being able to gain it. Probably the buried treasure was better in the opening. Now we have a training on the village. Okay, I missed training being here. makes the village even better. I mean, I say even better. It's not that much to do with the actions, I guess. You can play the draw. But yeah, there's no big action payload. I mean, I guess in being a peddler, reduces the badness of not using all your actions. But I mean, TeamOkay still playing the infirmary and the hermit. Yeah, well, the hermit can still do good things. I guess the village effect is probably useful. Only the one buy here. Well, you probably don't want another buried treasure because then you're going 3 and 0. You probably just put a vault in at this stage. I don't know if you have overdraw, but they just go for the gold. But vault is looking better than usual, I think. I wouldn't be surprised to see it at some point. Because they've trashed so well, and they've so much village access. Also only the one buy. Or is that only one buy? Oh, they just bought the buried treasure, sorry. They just have way so much money. I thought they played the buried treasure from hand. Yeah, so now RJL is 1 and 1. TeamOkay is 2 and 0. It's slightly awkward. They can just buy more here. Presumably. Takes a lost city. Do you need that? Maybe you need that. I guess, yeah, the lost city is also just draw. I'm definitely not drawing it. Just have the monkey out. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if just taking monkey instead of lost city was okay, just to get one each turn rolling. And I'm expecting another monkey here for TeamOkay. At least one buried treasure. Probably 2. It's just going to try and empty the villages. I mean, that does draw RJL's whole deck. That probably happened anyway. I don't know. Is that worth it? Do you have enough buys? You only played the one buried treasure last turn, but now there's good harvest. So now you've got lots of buys. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that. So then the million peddlers is a lot better, yeah. Yeah. Now we see the vault. I was gonna say. Probably the draw is so strong at this point that you just ignore the monkeys. TeamOkay put the second monkey in. I would expect at least one of these to be a monkey. Yeah, well, actually, you didn't play the monkey this turn. No, you did. Sorry, you did. I'm losing track. I still wouldn't be surprised by another monkey though. Like it probably. Well, the hermit can take faithful hound, which he has a spare action here. Then you'd probably just rather play monkey. So. Okay, he's also got a spare lost city in hand, but also the faithful one. So it's just one action over. So I'd expect, well, but out of the vault. Okay, so now I think he's action neutral, but still overdraw. So maybe you just put another gold in, even. It's less good than the first gold, I guess, because of good harvest. I mean, I'm sure, has he bought train? Oh, he hasn't bought training yet. So I guess he's probably just deciding what to train. Oh, he disconnected. Just takes the gold. I mean, surely you have enough of... Maybe you don't. It has to be an action, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It feels like you should try and spam something to put training on, but maybe the gold is just quicker at this stage when you don't have that much of any one thing. Because yeah, TeamOkay has 9 villages, so the training really putting in work for him. I mean, here you can probably pretty safely just put a province in, but there's not really a need to either. You even have the points lead from the tomb. It's taking all the buried treasures. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think TeamOkay should be winning this. Also played too this turn, so now has six in play. That must be an almost guaranteed win. I mean, RJL has to take points here. That is an absurd amount of treasure being buried there. What is happening? Okay, we're getting. Oh, the fifth one can activate here. Who knew? How much money did they get? He got 6 money. Okay, so yeah, the vault is kind of the one thing in RJL's favor because it manages to triple there. I mean, I'm not putting quintuple out of the water here. TeamOkay has a lot going on. Can do again and play with Hermit for extra silver. It's not going to be quite there. Well, it's quite far off from quintuple. So yeah, actually, it's kind of looking quite awkward because you have to assume how many buried treasures did they use there? 1, and they played 1 back down, so they can definitely still triple. So I think you have to single because I think you. Well, I mean, I guess the question is, can you do anything if they triple? Can you get enough duchy or tomb points? You only have the 1 infirmary. And probably I would have taken the point with infirmary there. I doubt this extra copper is gonna. Well, I guess the copper is a silver. But also, TeamOkay is not really guaranteed to draw next turn with the 5 extra dead cards. He definitely singles. And yeah, anything. Because the more you take, the more likely RJL can draw. He's definitely scared of going triple. I mean, how many buys does RJL have? Because if you try and take duchies, you can maybe just empty duchies and bury treasure. It's definitely not an easy path forward. It was a pretty huge turn for RJL because I did think TeamOkay was kind of leading. Maybe one of these buried treasures did have to be a province that the previous turn. You have to put at least some green in, because now it's very awkward. Yeah, TX still has buried treasure. It's probably fine. I think you have to take some duchies, surely. I mean, you're not going to draw, but you probably have to high roll anyway. Does RJL have gain in play? I don't think there's a way they can get up to 4. So you assume they triple, and then you probably lose anyway. But maybe there's something else to do here. Is snowy? What is it? What? What does that do? The poets make more sense. The snowies, well, the second snowy really, probably the first as well, just because of the monkey draw. Although I guess you assume RJL draws there anyway. Oh, RJL doesn't even never got a hermit, so can't. The other things, why did they should have played the vault first. I imagine. I don't really understand the village before the vault. Is it not you just wasted a coin? I mean, maybe it won't matter, but I mean, you just have to play the vault next, right? I mean, I don't think there's gonna be a win. How many you've got 4 buys in hand? So probably TeamOkay this was thought harder than me. You know, RJL discount correctly on the vault discarding. That's always good. I mean, I think you just go triple and you're pretty safe. TeamOkay doesn't have all the buried treasures this turn. Oh, it just has the win even. Sorry. Okay. Multiple ways to victory there, but yeah, RJL finds the direct one. Did not see that monkeys were so low. I think I noticed it at some point, and then put it in my mind. It was like, you have to get the duchies, but no, the monkeys get RJL the first win, and further extends over TeamOkay in the table. Game number 2. We've got things. Toil and Cathedral. Okay, it's always maybe I should just like repeat the landscapes to myself at the start because it's. I mean, it's I probably find it easier to miss them playing, but I find it even easier to miss them while commentating. But Cathedral is probably going to be the way to go. Century. I would imagine on average, it takes more to 1 century. Cathedral is, I guess, is better. I mean, there is also Sailor, but Sailor's just got to be way slower. Sailor Crypt? Is that a thing? To be fair, it's probably more of a thing than a lot of Sailor things. Because you get the guaranteed crypt in. This doesn't have to be an action, right? Yeah. So you can play all your stuffs and then immediately crypt them. So that is worth. Okay, yeah, okay. I kind of missed Overlord, so yeah, Overlord kind of makes you maybe. I mean, even then, I'm not sure it's better than Cathedral. Ardale thinks it's well, Buried Treasure was a bit. Maybe, but I mean, he did win. He has the best right to an opinion of the three of us here. It felt like if TeamOkay had taken 1 or 2 provinces, it would have been a lot harder for RJL to get such a big points lead and just be able to sail through. But maybe that's not true. Maybe then TeamOkay wouldn't have had enough to threaten on the following turn. But yeah, TeamOkay did do the same as me and tried to restrict the duchy pilot and missed the monkeys. TeamOkay adds the monument. Yeah, it's probably better than the sailor with the when you already have the trashing. The sailor missing shuffles more. You can definitely see the monument being better, and there's not really another obvious terminal. You can do smugglers, but there's not really anything that valuable to spam with smugglers. And also, if you can get more terminals rolling if you manage with swamp shacks. I mean, it kind of seems unlikely because again, there's nothing really spammable. It's kind of hard to justify spamming Century, especially when you already have the Cathedral. You just take the Sealer anyway now. I guess it's worse to put in the second monument. Like, there's no buys. Yeah. There's Vineyard. I mean, with no buys, I guess it's slower than Province. Castles. Castles are probably relevant here. RJL, by the way, got the double estate trasher. That was pretty huge for his Overlord route. TeamOkay trashing a sailor. That's not so good. The smugglers made it worse by the Overlord as well. It's a pretty sad turn. Again gets the double. I mean, I don't know how many good cards are in RJL's deck, but it's definitely making this cathedral-less route look good. Maybe the flexibility of Overlord is just that strong. I mean, it is definitely a nice pair of Century plays. But the first one was like almost guaranteed, I think, because he didn't have anything else in deck. But I mean, you get the 2 estates instead of 2 coppers. Even that is still Still vague. TeamOkay adds the gold. I mean, when you have that much money, I'm not sure it's better than Overlord, and yeah, it lets RJL smuggle it. Yeah, now we go in the castles. Probably there's enough money here to that one player can just do it, and responding with provinces is not good. I would expect the castle rebuttal here. Do you have enough money with this? No. This is 2 coins. Okay, but well, is it enough money? This is now, if you junk deal 1, 2, it's still only 2, and you can draw a copper and it's 3. So just place the monument instead. Oh, it doesn't want the crumbling yet. What's the fourth? The 4th Overlord? Wow. That is a lot of deck power. I mean, because if you start getting this many Overlords, you can start throwing Swamp Shacks in, and that they will eventually start drawing. But you still have no buy, so I don't think it's crazy for TeamOkay to keep castling. It takes another gold. I mean, it does kind of make you feel that the first castle should have just been a silver if you're not trying to rush them. I don't know, maybe Humble is that valuable if you think in the future castles are gonna go. A 5th Overlord for RJL. I'm not sure I've ever seen 5-0 on Overlords. That is something. It's 3 Overlords per century. Oh my. What a game. Pretty opposing ideas. The Cathedral Cathedral time is coming up. And you can't even put dud cards in because of the no buys. So TeamOkay's deck is gonna, I mean, I guess that's unless you're smuggling things, you're only gonna add 1 trash one. And here doesn't even get to do it. So your deck is gonna stay the same size. So it's kind of actually really awkward in the end game. Yeah, I forgot about the Cathedral no buys thing where you can't really ramp, because adding a good card is only as good as improving your worst card, or improving even worse, improving the worst card of a specific hand. It definitely feels like RJL should be selling here. Their deck is almost purely Overlords. 7 out of 9 cards. Or is it 6 out of 9? An absurd percentage of Overlords. There's not even point in playing Swamp Shacks because you've already played all your Overlords by the time you want to do it. Actually just plays it for the Necropolis there. He's taking they're just monuments. These Overlords are turning into monuments and getting all the points. And TeamOkay is not going to have it, and it even trashes the Smugglers, so now they're stuck at this number of cards. This is just not going to work. I think RJL is almost guaranteed this one. This is the strangest deck. It works. Obviously, it works. This many Overlords can pretty much only ever be a good thing, but it sure is strange. You can take the last one for good measure. 9-1 on those. Yeah, I'm still conflicted if Cathedral was really wrong. I guess it probably was. I guess you can just take the Overlords and be happy with it, and be happy that you're not, that your deck isn't dying, that your hand isn't dying every turn. Yeah. The payload isn't that strong a ramp up to, or like the consistency, I guess, isn't that strong a ramp up. because obviously no buys means there's like basically zero payload. But yeah, not enough to make the Cathedral worth it, it seems. Or maybe TeamOkay just had to strike back with more Overlords quicker. Because I mean, this feels pretty resignable. And they're still getting points with the monuments. Like, this isn't even anything for TeamOkay. They probably take crumbling, I guess. I mean, can you even do that? I mean, at some point your deck just becomes all victory cards. I don't really see the path. They will try the. I mean, like, it's not even like an unlucky draw. You've just got nothing that nothing that you want to trash. I mean, you just have to drop the gold, right? And like that's just going to keep happening. I don't see how you make this work. Because as you start replacing with victory cards, eventually you just have to buy coppers, or increasingly worse stuff. Like, I'm not even sure if there's a way TeamOkay wins against a wall here. I don't think you can do enough with 10 cards. Yeah. It's just I think it literally is impossible. But he will try to make it work anyway. Trashes a province. Insane stuff. It's just that is not that is if he wins this it'll be quite something. I mean, I also find myself playing like games that I probably shouldn't, just because it seems like, what if the impossible? You always have to respect the dream. I mean, I think RJL should just take the provinces as quicker way to end the game. Because it's going to be very slow way to end out. If you just, I mean, what are they, three piling on shacks and castles? TeamOkay does manage to get haunted. That is something in exchange for crumbling. Okay, so yeah, the crumbling adds the silver, and so that's actually pretty nice trash. There's still hope, yeah, but even if you empty the castles, you've got no third pile. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but it is running impossible in my head for the moment for TeamOkay to pull this one off. Because like RJL's just getting such consistent monument points as well. He's just gonna keep buying shacks. Is like, surely you have enough stuff. Province instead of opulent. I mean, I guess he's realized that, yeah, castles will not end the game. And if the game doesn't end, RJL will just win on the provinces. Like here, do you just mill again? I don't think milling is good. It seems better than Duchy though. Maybe. But I mean, this is probably just a province. Yeah. Yeah. And more points. It is. If it wasn't over before, I think it is over now. He will mill. It's possible. He will wait for the proof that RJL can do it. Or he won't. Okay. He resigns now. It was a valiant effort, but again RJL has outsmarted both of us, and yeah, Cathedral not so hot there. In a somewhat rare occurrence. And yeah, the nearing 100% Overlord deck is crazy to see. Number 3. RJL 2 up. We have Mole and Biding Time. Okay. And Mountain Shrine. So Biding Time will happen. Almost certainly. I mean, maybe Cage makes it not, but I imagine Mountain Shrine is still going to be in the mix. I mean, I guess Mountain Shrine, Biding Time are kind of the antithesis of each other, in a way, because you want to get rid of your stats, and then Biding Time is less impact. There is okay, Mountain, okay, there's also Library. Library and Mountain Shrine draw. Mountain Shrine activates. So is there any, but there's no village. I'm getting there, guys, I'm getting there. Okay, no village, so no draw. No, these things don't enable village, no. So what's the plan? I mean, you probably still go Mountain Shrine. So the fact there's no way to draw it makes Biding Time probably a lot more meaningful. RJL with the 5-2 and takes the Cobbler. I don't. Okay, but then puts Mountain Shrine in. Okay, yeah, that's kind of fair. And okay is going Cage double silver. Okay, yeah, and again. I would have thought one of those should be a merchant or a Mountain Shrine. 4 silver seems like a lot. Takes a mining road. It's going money. Money with Cage. Your Cage misses, which probably hampers your chances. Well, it probably always does. RJL did only get the Cobbler in turn 4, so it missed. The Mountain Shrine did not, though. No, he double silvers. This feels like a lot of silvers. I don't think there should be 7 silvers gained by this point. Market. Okay, yeah. That seems reasonable. Gold, another silver. And Mountain Shrine. Okay, activated the mining road there is what happened. Is nice. But yeah, like one of these silvers could have just been a Mountain Shrine. Delve seller. It just sounds fast. What's happening? RJL had 2 spice merchants and added again the 3rd spice merchant. I just didn't. That was really caught me off guard. Maybe it was right. I don't know. Wow. You see something new every day in Dominion. There's always new delights to discover. I mean, RJL is just so much thinner. What? What is this? Why'd you not trash the estate? You want Biding Time? Is that worth it? There's no attack? Maybe the point is worth it? It seems unlikely to me. I guess you didn't need the coin that turn. Yeah, RJL is still doing all the good things. It's gonna turn the Mountain Shrine into draw, which is someone had an extra action. I felt. Did I miss something? I think I'm imagining things. Probably someone had 2 buys. Okay. Plays a cobbler. Delve, market. Yeah. Biding time is here. Will it change? So it just. I haven't played with it that much, but I guess it just encourages early green. Maybe that's not true. I'm not sure. The points are there though for TeamOkay. This 3-point advantage. It still has to draw the other 2. Oh no, they're one's already in the cage. That's a lot of markets. It's a lot of money. The spice merchants, yeah, turning coppers into draw, kind of. A pseudo draw. Jason Mining Rod. Doesn't want to play all of them. Okay, just wants to market and nothing else. To keep a silver in hand. What are you deliberating here? You set aside the cobbler? What? Why? You're done with the cobbler? You don't want that anymore? You're just gonna do nothing with it? Okay. TeamOkay is gonna try and problem. I mean, yeah, I don't know how. If RJL can double, it seems not. Still has more markets by though. How did he get this many markets? Yeah, okay, just abandons the cobbler. What did you really want it for then? Spice merchant? It seems like you could have just probably in the opening then the spice merchant was better. Maybe you took a seller with it as well. Maybe it did some things. I guess if you took his RJL took all 3, I think. TeamOkay provinces. 15 points in the lead is not nothing, but RJL does have all 10 markets. So we'll be able to double. I mean, I don't know how consistent it is because you have to find them all, and you've got some number of silvers dead. Yeah, probably it's because the seller helps as well. So on the previous turn, the seller get around to. I mean, even in this turn, yeah, got the extra market down. It's just gonna play all of them. Adding in the provinces does make this next turn slightly worse because you have to get around them and puts the farm in. So that's threatening 3. So now double is risky. You undo the mining rod. For why? You single. Because you. But this can just be a win anyway. Is it? He has to mull. Was that worth it? Because biding time is now a lot worse as well. I'm not sure that was worth it. You're not going to get. Well, you get round to a lot, but you don't get round to triple. Maybe it was. But now this next hand is like a complete crud. There's 2 Oh, okay. Well, you drew the farm. There's at least 2 provinces in there, though, so. Doubling here is 26. So, yes, TeamOkay only needs a single. And RJL can see the 12 set aside cards. So, I'm not sure. So, I don't know. It's just TeamOkay kept setting aside cards, just built it up. And that works better than playing the markets every turn. Because you have these mining rods for the buys. It's a pretty interesting fight. Because for the most part, they've played different strategies, but definitely this time. TeamOkay seems to have come out on top. This might be triple. Maybe it's not. 7, 13. Okay, it's only double. Is that worth it? RJL needs like. I mean, it has to be worth it. Okay, but RJL set aside 4 cards. Okay, then that makes the province duchy. Wait, it has to be province triple duchy, which is possible. Wait, RJ, TeamOkay. I think probably the two provinces is you have to do it. Is that even true? You might not have to do that. It's very hard. The biding time makes it much harder to figure out the likelihood of things. This is 1618. I don't know what. Oh, he drew 3 markets. Sorry, I didn't realize he played the market track. Okay, so it's just 16, which isn't enough. So TeamOkay should have it. Okay, that definitely has it. We can see he has it in hand. There's nothing RJL can do. I do not think. Okay, pretty interesting. I mean, I guess, it's showing market's not that good. Even when it's the only cantrippy thing, the only way to increase hand size and in some. I mean, it doesn't increase hand size, but do more with 5 cards in hand. But biding time gives you enough power to do without. And yeah, TeamOkay just had the way better endgame chances through that whole exchange. I don't think it was guaranteed. I think there were probably arts for RJL. Or not arts you could play to, but arts from the luck, from the draw. But yeah, they're just not having draw makes them much harder to find. And the biding time is more consistent. I mean, RJL still used the biding time, but not to the same degree, I don't think. Yeah. Am I not? I'm not speaking. Hello. I mean, I can see I'm speaking in the OBS. Okay, so he in chat. Oh no, he enjoyed. Okay, but does it just not show I'm speaking when no one else is in the chat? Going crazy. I'm not paying any attention. No. You go too quick. Okay, click the kingdom button. Draw. Village. Speedrun time. Buy? Any buys? Anyone for a little buy? This doesn't have buy, does it? It just has sunken treasure. There's no buys. But there is draw. What did we open? RJL Town Riverboat. Interesting. Straight in with the Riverboat Festival. Or Carnival, sorry. And then Old Map Armory. It's completely 4 different cards. Sailor, then TeamOkay, when Riverboat. Oh my lord, they've played so much already. Armory, Riverboat. Oh, I'm not paying. I cannot grasp that at all. That is, I cannot comprehend the log that quickly. Basically, your straw and village and a workshop, and they're doing all of those things with old map and cellar thrown in there. So the den isn't even. It's maybe worse than the riverboat, or not strictly better at least, because time is so plentiful times. Do you not get signs on spectating? I guess not, because you're not winning or losing. Another den. Okay, that was on the other side though. But another time that you don't want to draw into. Let's see, that makes sense. I mean, you're still not drawing decks, so it's probably just more Town Riverboat. If I were to guess, you could throw another den seems fine. Okay, and you can delve as well for the silver. Sure, that also seems good. And now you have the 1-1. Yeah, I mean Oh yeah, and you have the one Riverboat. Okay, yeah, so that makes a lot of sense to even out the turns. TeamOkay had to settle for a town, which probably means RJL's going to be ahead. There's no trashing, is the other thing I've failed to mention so far. So, yeah, you're kind of free to just hammer the draw even more. Town over Dan that time. I guess you're scared of TeamOkay taking the last two. Is only TeamOkay has the old maps, for however relevant that is. There's not really anything you want to take with Sunken Treasure. I mean, you're probably fine to take Stowaway or Cartographer, but it's not most important. Yeah, you're probably happy to take the Voyage. Takes Exploration. Exploration doing more with the Voyage as well. Activates each buy phase. So yeah, you can gain stuff with Armory and then still explore in the Voyage turns. What is this? More Denison, more Stowaway. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point RJL has a decent amount more draw. There's 2-2, 3-1 on Riverboats and Dens, which I would assume is more important than the Odyssey stuff. I'm not sure how the towns went. It's not so important, probably, because Den exists, and you don't really care about playing Armory at some point. But it did go RJL's way as well. Okay, I mean, it does feel like this is now RJL's game to lose. But you know, that doesn't play, it's not won yet. There's still work to do. TeamOkay has the Voyage Exploration. We'll have to see how useful it turns out to be. But yeah, it just doesn't have enough draw here at all. We'll get to play all of these things though, which is nice. And you find the Voyage. That was a pretty nice draw for TeamOkay. Oh, and you okay, for the Voyage you can put things on top, yeah. More Armory. That's a lot of Armory. Maybe you angle for some sort of rush. I think this should probably be another dam. Maybe. More Stowaway. Sure. You play. Oh no, that's just all the draw. I mean, playing all the draw on the Voyage, it's actually kind of awkward. Because you can't get that much draw back down. And now all this draw is kind of wasted. You put one Stowaway down and take the Exploration, and yeah, so that's. I hadn't thought about that fully, and that normally on an outpost turn, you can just, if your deck is good enough, play all the draw back down. Or, you know, half of it. But with the Voyage that doesn't work. So it's even more awkward for TeamOkay. And I would I mean, you've got so many towns that the villagers probably don't matter that much. Did I say there's no buy at the start? There's town. I'm going crazy. I love taking 10 minutes to notice a mistake. Town's a village, it's not buy. What are you talking about? I don't know how much. Probably it changes things. Probably it changes things. I'll not try to to weasel my way out of this one. He activates this shuffle. It's probably fine because you got so much draw. Doesn't really matter. 11 2 buys. How many times you play last turn? Okay, you just go for the province. TeamOkay is the one with all the armories. So yeah, it makes sense for RJL to try and take the points lead to avoid any shenanigans on the other side. Although there's really that big a threat. You can't even yeah, you can't really do anything here. You get the stowaway down for free at least. I mean, I think you just play the riverboat and take. Yeah, I don't know. You're so far behind in draw that it just feels like RJL should be able to province this one out. Even singler and probably quick enough. And putting the stowaways on top is it doesn't really solve your terminal issue. You just get more, well, pseudo terminals, but you kind of want to activate them with Dan, because then you're reducing your terminal need. Took another stowaway. It seems like a lot of stowaways. Because now you're kind of equal on draw, but you don't. Do you have the village to support that? I guess you're just going to try and use the reaction. Yeah, it's just so many things for our jail to do. He did. Oh, he used it. I forgot he had the villagers there. That was actually relevant because he got another armory down. I mean, you get another stowaway, which I'm not sure was worth it. I mean, I guess yeah, it makes more sense in the riverboats because yeah, they're not fully terminal. But also, I'm not sure how much it matters. It should be like how does TeamOkay even province? How much? What money do they have in the deck? I don't know. It feels like they've only gained stowaways. This is even an extra 5 for RJL on top. Probably you put the den in. Takes a cartographer. Okay, yeah, that works too. TeamOkay has at least taken the draw on the good turn instead of the voyage turn. I don't know what's the path, because also you're lowering so much that RJL still has buys that you get to do a seller thing here, which is kind of nice. But yeah, it's like you have so many armories that are just not doing so much for you. I'd say it's pretty rare that I think maybe RJL has one, but even then, 3 armories is going to be pretty rarely right. And yeah, you have to even with getting through all of your good stuff, pretty much, you have to use 2 coffers to get a province, and RJL is ahead in points, and it's his turn. You didn't even play the voyage here because you can't really play the voyage because you need to draw on the real turns. Like there's not enough time to do the things that you need to do. Basically, probably it involved distant shore. If you're trying to make the comeback happen, but then yeah, okay, there's no way to trash. You kind of have to add in. You have to have so much more draw. I mean, I think this is okay. It's not quite a win, but it's almost one. It's lowering further with the armor. Yeah, RJL does have one. But yeah, I guess the distant shore is hard because there's no trashing. Is my point. But at least it's something compared to the provincing, which feels pretty doomed. There's so much terminal or so much duration draw, that it seems very hard for RJL to have a complete dud. Maybe has a half dud, but yeah, it is worth playing. Like there's things that can happen, but yeah. What did Province Delve? Is that really the way to go? I would have thought you just want the lower. Because if you take two, I mean, it reduces your ability to do things, but like then you only need 3 buys. Okay, you're not putting its tits on top of your deck. That's not a good sign. I don't think this is gonna happen for TeamOkay. It's not in hand, but I don't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Single is enough even. TeamOkay doesn't have a threat on anything higher than a single anyway, so. Do you actually have it? No, you don't have enough actions. I mean, I don't know why he's saving the cartographer. Did he know all this was good stuff? Maybe he's deck counting better than I am. It's possible. It's always possible. Uh, Armories for Stowaway. Sure. Oh, then. No, it's still not enough. Well, it might be. I don't think so. It's only 3 buys. Maybe you could try and sell around if you want to try and do it right now. And then you would have discarded the den. He is perfectly fine with. Oh, so then you wouldn't need to play a town for village, so it doesn't make any sense. He's fine with double. I think he's right to be fine with double. And TeamOkay needs a miracle. He's played 6 draw cards. Absurd. Like, I don't. What do you even play for here? 16 points? That's a lot of points. Here's 2 piles gone. Oops. Yeah. I I don't really know what he's playing for. In the face of 6 draw cards is okay. Now he goes to the distant shore. Surely he has it. The festivals are going crazy here. I forgot. It's not festival. It's carnival. But yeah, when you're this far in the game, they just consistently draw 4 cards. It's pretty nuts. I mean, presumably they're doing that for TeamOkay as well. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Carnival, good card. But yeah, there we go. What happened? The sign on the opening? Is that what happened? The armory was. Let me check. Yeah, old map armory, worse than town riverboat. Just got RJL the kickstart in the draw. Okay, I didn't hit OK in time, and now bad things have happened. Let me back in. Thank you. I have not put anything down here. That's not good. This was TeamOkay. This was RJL. RJL guaranteeing the draw with that one. Game 5. Draw. Kind of draw. Kind of draw village. Or townsfolk stuff. Deliver. Deliver. My worst not card. Also, gladiator. It's maybe something. Search. Yeah. Imp draw. What is imp from? Devil's Workshop. That's probably a good card. You can gain encampments. You can gain imps. You can gain tiaras and searches and townsfolk. They both go search. Okay, what's happening? You top deck the search. Aha. Trapper's Lodge exists. What is the liaison contract? Okay, I guess that's Trapper's Lodge. But yeah, the Trapper's Lodge is cool in the opening. You get to do these things. And they both go trading post. Pretty good. Even delivering search already. Is there really nothing better to do? I guess not. What's the trashing? A trading post. So, yeah, you don't really want the apothecary. Yeah, maybe that was just good. RJL agreed. It seems that encampment hunter or TeamOkay is just a hunter to encampment up, which seems pretty big, because he got to deliver search on the turn 3. I think TeamOkay is ahead here. Then got the tiara. RJL delivered another search. I mean, this game is probably gonna come down to the loots a fair amount. Delivers a hunter even. You're almost over a draw here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this is all treasures, but yeah, this is a big turn. What did RJL do? Took a gold. The encampments. Okay. No, I can check if I'm speaking. I am. That's good. It's good to be speaking. TeamOkay. Even already got a gold. I didn't even notice when he got a gold. And gets to deliver 2 more encampments. So 3-2 for now, if none of them go back. Which they still good. I mean, it seems pretty equal apart from TeamOkay having 2 extra hunters, which seems like a lot, and even an extra encampment. And RJL can't afford to deliver plunder there, so wants to take the tiara. Maybe that was a choice. That was a choice. Is tiara really better than the plunder there? I guess you're running out of buys, maybe, so. No, we get delivered tiara plunder. Yeah. We haven't even had the searches yet. There have been too many other exciting things going on. Under deliver. You want more tiara? I mean, I would have thought you're fine with just putting the search in. Because the top decking is not that much worse. Okay, now we finally see a Devil's Workshop. For the imps. Yeah. That makes sense. Not sure it'll be enough. This is a lot of stuff for TeamOkay. 20 coins, 4 buys. You just take the plunders. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's gonna do it. There we go. That is going to be points. And the searches go off here. Jewels, sure. Insignia is terrible because you already got tiara. It's even more terrible than usual. Orb, sextant, and shield. Okay, well, RJL slightly better, but not meaningfully better. You take another search there. Is that going to activate? I mean, I guess you're just fine with it because you don't have any other terminals. And even have village. Immediately unders the hunter. To deliver it. Forgot to deliver there. Sometimes we get HSC and forget we can deliver. The best not card in the game, perhaps. Not really, but no, possibly. Some would say. I don't know if that's true. There's probably maybe there's one person. I mean, I guess if I said right here, right now, then it's true. Delivered is, in some people's opinions, the best card in the game. It's just me, but it's not true. I don't think that. Mostly because I'm terrible with it. Okay. Pay more attention. TeamOkay, 3 hunters, yeah. Yeah. Seems pretty hard for RJL to have a route back. What was the opening? It was the same thing, and you just got to take a hunter instead of the encampment. I mean, that might have just been it. Both the trading posts missed. You got to deliver another hunter. I mean, RJL took this gold. It seems maybe slightly early. I don't know if the encampments were that important. That's a point for debate there. If that was a smart play. Just get an imp. Two provinces for RJL. So yeah, it's not over. RJL 6 still can do things. But didn't get to deliver them. Yeah. I imagine TeamOkay can do better than that. Double place the plunder. Do you go again? Yeah. May as well. Yeah, I don't even think you should triple here. Yeah, you just deliver 2 and take some good thing. Probably hunter. Yeah. I don't think there's a way. Well, I mean, we can see he can't quadruple. We can see that. Probably still single though. Deliver province of state. Is state doing much? Maybe the search is doing more. There's also lowered piles. I mean, you don't really have the option to be concerned about piles, I guess, at this point. You're not delivering. I mean, top taking is really not as good as delivering. It must be said. I would imagine the deliver is much better than. Well, it's definitely better than nothing. I thought he was going to at least search. Okay, yeah, then he just forgot to deliver there. Unless there's some bizarre reason I'm not considering. Yeah, RJL will give in at this point. It's another double for TeamOkay. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that missing the delivery matter. Probably he realized and that also realized that the undoing it really didn't make a difference. Well played out by TeamOkay. You're getting the early advantage. And into the final game. TeamOkay still with the chance to draw. After it looked like RJL was going to consistently outplay, TeamOkay has kept himself in the game and perhaps proved my assumption on who the better player was wrong. I mean, I don't know if I assumed that. RJL was playing better, and now TeamOkay is playing better. That's how it goes. There's things here. There's silk merchants. That's a thing. Lackeys is a thing. A very very sad taskmaster. Wow. I'm not sure I've ever seen a taskmaster so sad. The King's Cash also quite sad. What are we actually doing? Is there draw? There's. Okay, I was gonna say there's only pseudo draw, but there's actually Hamlet and Crossroads, so there's definitely Village to play. It's Silk Merchant and Lackeys as well. And Captain is kind of draw for whatever it's worth. Lackeys on the open. Yeah, Lackeys, Silk Merchant's probably fine. Okay, but RJL has the 2 5s. Is that relevant? I guess not. Because there's no 5. But you're fine. Yeah, I mean, TeamOkay just opens Lackeys anyway. I don't think you take Piazza here on the opening. They both go Devil's Workshop. Is that true? I would have thought Silk is still better. Now we see a Silk and Lackeys. What did RJL had something miss? RJL had the Lackeys miss. So TeamOkay is slightly ahead in that respect, despite the second player. How much? Okay, so RJL won the first one as second player, and then first player is Reign Supreme so far. So yeah, this is where TeamOkay has to win a second player to even it up. Yeah, the workshops can gain more merchants, I guess. More lackeys. Crossroads. It's a lot of village. Squirrel in there as well as the extra draw option. It's nice. You're using a lot of villagers. So yeah, the crossroads is probably nice. Is it nicer than the hamlet? At least the first one, yes. They both agree. All the lackeys going. Now Piazza. Interesting. There's no trashing. So Piazza is definitely not going to be. I'm not sure about that one. I feel like I'm always finding myself buying Piazza and it doing nothing. That's what I'm finding. Whether that will bear out here, we shall see. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem necessary if it's even if it's not overtly wrong. I could definitely see TeamOkay never buying it here. Takes a gold. Takes a silk. Does seem that TeamOkay is still ahead. The piles are kind of happening. Well, these two piles, yeah, as they probably quite often do, are going to go. And then there's not really an obvious third pile, but you know, we're quite early in the game for there to be a third pile opportunity, so I don't know. Manages to play both of those as a squirrel without using any actions is extremely nice. And so now ramps up to the King's Cash gold. Even a sad King's Cash is still reasonable payload. And gets an imp as well, which I'm sure you're fine with. I mean, Narjail can draw through this, but that's a lot of villagers going down. I don't think you should. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, no, it doesn't. No, yeah, you shouldn't have played the imp where you did there. If you were just gonna, well, I guess maybe he was thinking he would stop if he finds the cup purse. It's probably still better to try and keep the villager and just guarantee it. Uses one villager for squirrel. Gold hamlet. I mean, yeah, Narjail is just like a full turn behind. It doesn't have the King's Cash yet. The hamlet is probably useful, at least. That's a dud for TeamOkay there. Hang on, that wasn't very good. Still took the last two silks, but yeah, that definitely slowed him down. Let's check if the Piazza has done anything. It did once. Was that the? No, it did twice. Okay, maybe the Piazza is doing work here. Maybe there's just so many so many lackeys and silk merchants. It's actually quite likely to hit a thing, even though there's no trashing. This is definitely a turn though. You even managed to draw one with the crossroads. I do think TeamOkay is still ahead, but it's definitely closer now after the dud. But Argyle didn't manage to squirrel it all last turn. What did he do? Captain Hamlet? The captain? Really? I don't know how good the captain is. TeamOkay will double. And now, yeah, the Hamlet pile is looking pretty spammable for TeamOkay. But I don't even know what he's going to play the captain as. Fortune Hunter? That's not so good. I would have thought the King's Cash was better than the Captain Hamlet. I like that better. TeamOkay's approach. You are transitioning from the villagers pretty well, though. I mean, yeah, the captain is just being played as a Hamlet. That is not so exciting. You probably have to squirrel here, yeah. You probably keep the one villager, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're just gonna single. Okay, now you go with the King's Cash. Yeah, I think you should have done that first. I mean, normally you say you want to keep drawing first, but like the captain is not draw. It's like barely draw. That I imagine that turn would have just been better if it had been a King's Cash. I think okay, well TeamOkay is jutting again. Really? just prefers to play the 2 squirrels and try and set this turn up. I mean, if he keeps having to do this, to spend a turn squirreling, it definitely opens up more doors for RJL. I thought his deck was more consistent than that, but I guess, yeah, he doesn't have as many hamlets and has now run out of villagers. And there's nowhere to trash the silk merchants for extra ones. Yeah, like you look at this hand and he's got 1 hamlet and 6 terminals. It's not so good. Why did he... What is this? Oh, I thought these were... I can't even read things. I thought these were squirrels. They're not squirrels. They're just normal lackeys. It's fine. It's fine. I shall not panic. I shall not panic. What are we doing? RJL is trying to ramp more. This makes a lot of sense. I like that. That seems much better than... I don't even know if you could double. But yeah, trying to go for the points now because TeamOkay is just going to be ahead. I mean, TeamOkay will still be ahead by a lot of points, but this is kind of the way you have to do it because you can't really assume TeamOkay keeps deading. Or maybe you can. Maybe TeamOkay's deck is terrible. Single province is not so impressive. And yeah, that didn't really seem particularly unlucky, and that was with 2 squirrels. He didn't play any squirrels there. But no, RJL does back. Yeah, these. It turns out when you use so many villagers and don't put so much villager back in, it's actually quite hard to have a deck. This is not really how I expected this game to go out. RJL just puts a silver in. He's kind of scared of the hamlets, I guess, because he's so far behind in the points. Yeah, I guess he didn't play any squirrels. Or played 1 and still deaded. Yeah. Yeah, TeamOkay has spotted the weak point here and going for the jugular. Taking 2 hamlets. And the RJL spends 2 turns getting 2 silvers, so yeah, okay. This is not really going to happen. Another hamlet for TeamOkay. I don't think there's enough time. Even if RJL managed to double here, which is pretty possible, I guess. Yeah, that's not enough. I think TeamOkay should still have it. But there is hope yet. There remains a game to be played. I mean, I guess there's still King's Cash gold down here. Yeah. Oh, you haven't found... The gold is still there. What? I thought he got a 2nd gold. Did he discard it? What? Did he play it last... How long has it been since he shuffled? Was that his 1st gold? I thought he had 2 golds. Now the 2nd King's Cash is... Oh, you don't even get a 3rd treasure to play at all. Wow. That's kind of rough. Yeah, because he had bought silvers as well. This is not... Yeah. There's not good cards on here. You Dutchy. I think that was a win, no? Oh, but the Devil's Workshop would have gained an imp instead. Yeah. I mean, I would have thought it's probably still worth to take the 2nd hamlet, but it probably doesn't even matter. 1 province for RJL, 9 points in it. I think this must be a win here. Not yet. Still not yet. Needs to find 2 coins. Still not? Okay, there we go. TeamOkay pulls back the draw. In a very back and forth encounter. That one, yeah, RJL tried to play to the out and tried to get more village quicker, but you know Hamlet's not a strong enough village, and his deck also fell apart, and Captain didn't do enough either. Yeah, it was close though. I mean, TeamOkay still had to work for it. Just got more I mean, didn't even really get that much more of the things. Just got used the big turns to get the provinces in early, and then RJL really couldn't didn't have enough time and didn't have a good enough deck to get the points back. So yeah, that's that. I can look at the standings that aren't there yet again. So yeah, I mean they're both still very close in the table. It's looking like it's going to be a close division. Nothing greater than a 4-2 yet. Two 4-2s from Jab. But yeah, thank you all for watching this D4 match, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.